A customer just completed a payment on my Shopify store, and before I manually create a receipt, download it, or send anything, something happens automatically. The customer's order details are captured, and one professional PDF payment receipt is automatically sent directly to the customers on WhatsApp. As you can already see on your screen, this complete automation is working live. The moment an order is successfully completed on my Shopify store, the automation takes the customer order information, creates a PDF receipt containing the required purchase details, and send it to that specific customer. So whether you receive 5 orders or 500, you don't have to manually prepare and send a separate receipt to every customer. And to make this complete process possible, I have created an integration between Shopify, PDF Monkey, and Pabbly Chart Pro using Pabbly Connect. See, Shopify can already send order payment related notifications through email, but the problem is emails can sometimes get ignored or remain unopened in the inbox, and I wanted to create a better and more convenient experience for my customers. So instead of depending only on email, I created this amazing automation where the customer can receive their PDF receipts on WhatsApp after their successful Shopify purchase. This way, the receipt reaches the customer on the platform they frequently check every day. And the tool behind this complete automation is Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an all-in-one automation platform that allows you to connect different applications and automate repetitive tasks without any coding. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how to create this complete workflow step by step. Alright, if you are an existing user of Pabbly, that is perfect. But if you are not, then go for pabbly.com/connect and create a free account. Once you create it, you will receive 100 free tasks every month to explore the software, which is perfect for testing. I am an existing user of Pabbly, so I'll click on the sign in option. After that, you will see all Pabbly apps where you have to go in this Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button, and it will take you to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here you can create and manage all of your automation workflows. For creating a new workflow, you need to click on this plus create workflow button. So there are 3 ways to create a workflow by using Pabbly Connect. The one is create from scratch, second one is create using AI, and the third one is create using Quick Builder. All of these are best. In this tutorial, I'm going to create a workflow step by step by myself. So I'm selecting this create from scratch option. After that, it will ask me to enter the name of the workflow that I'll enter as send instant WhatsApp PDF receipts after Shopify payments. After that, the folder I'm selecting as Pabbly Connect and clicking on this create button, and see our workflow is created successfully. Now this right here is the most important step of doing any automation, name as trigger. Trigger says when this happens. But before selecting our trigger application, I want you to know that you can also create and try the same workflow along with me in this tutorial by using the Pabbly Connect free trial. And after trying it, if you find the tool useful, then don't pay the regular price. Simply use my coupon code MEHYT during checkout and get an amazing discount on both the yearly and lifetime Pabbly plans. Now in this tutorial, my objective is that whenever I received a new order through Shopify, then automatically this automation gets triggered. So for that, I'm going to select my trigger application as Shopify V2. After selecting the application, the app event I'm selecting as new order and clicking on this connect button. See, it will provide me one webhook URL and the steps mentioned below that how you can connect your Shopify account with Pabbly Connect. At first, I'm copying this webhook URL from here, and now I am going to take you to my Shopify account. See, this is my Shopify account, and for making a connection between Pabbly Connect and Shopify, you need to click on the settings option. After that, click on this notifications option. Next, go inside this webhooks option. Here you need to scroll down and you will see option by the name of plus create webhook. Just click on it, select the event as order creation, format as JSON, and paste the webhook URL in this field that you have copied from the workflow. After pasting the webhook URL, select the API version as latest and click on the save button. And this is how easily you can add the Pabbly Connect webhooks inside Shopify. Now here it is waiting for a webhook response. So for getting this webhook response, I am going to purchase something new from my Shopify store. See, webhooks like an address that help you to send the data from one application to another. Now to capture the fresh webhook response, I am going to place a new order on my Shopify store. This is my Shopify store, and now I'm quickly purchase something from it. Let's say I want to purchase this butterfly necklace, so I'll click on its buy it now button. For making a payment, I have entered the test details in each of these fields. This time I have entered the first name is test, last name is user, and test contact number, email address, and much more. After that, I'll click on this pay now button. See, the order is successfully completed and I have received the receipt too. Now we will check our workflow to see whether we have received any response or not. Here you just have to wait for a few seconds and you will see I have received a new response with all the details that I have entered while doing the payment. Now notice the response that we have received from Shopify. Here the order date and time is available in UTC format, but I want to use the date and time according to my country and preferred format inside the PDF receipt. So for converting it, I am going to add my first action application as date time formatter. After selecting the application, the app event I'm selecting as format date with time zone. See, with the help of this step, we can convert the UTC date and time into our required time zone and date time format. And after that, we use that converted value in the upcoming step of our workflow. Moving forward in the date field, I'm going to the mapping of the UTC formatted date and time that I have received from the previous application. To do the mapping, you need to enter the slash on the field and the previous application is visible in front of you, and you will see all the received responses here. So map the data according to your requirements. Here I have mapped. After that, in this field, you need to select the from format as it is in the same format, so I am not changing it. After that, the to format. The to format is that format which you want to convert the date. So you can also change the to format from here if you want to. Here I am going to choose this. After that, you need to select the from time zone that I'll select as UTC, and the to time zone I have set it as Asia/Kolkata. After that, I'll click on the save and send this request button, and you will see I have received the formatted date. As I said, I have done this based on my choice. You can change the format based on your own requirements. It's where you will find out multiple types of formats. So this is how date formatter work. Moving forward, I'm going to select my next action application as PDF Monkey for generating a PDF receipts. Here I have selected. After that, the app event I'm selecting as custom API request. Next, I'll click on this connect button. If you have an existing connection, then you will go with this option. I'm going to add a new connection, so I'm selecting this one from here. After that, it will ask me to enter the token. So for getting this token, you need to go towards your PDF Monkey account. See, this is my PDF Monkey account, and for getting this API token, you need to click on this API keys option, and here you can get your secret API key. So copy it from here and paste it in this field. After that, click on the save button. And this is how easily you can connect your PDF Monkey account with Pabbly Connect. Next, here you need to select the request method. You will see multiple options such as get, post, put, patch, and delete. For our current use case, I'm going to select post. Why post? Because here we are going to send our Shopify data to PDF Monkey so that it can use that data to generate a new PDF receipt for every new order. After selecting the post, the next field is the API endpoint URL. In this field, I'm going to enter the PDF Monkey document generation API endpoint manually. You can get this endpoint directly from the official PDF Monkey API documentation. And for your convenience, I have also provided this API endpoint in the description below. So you can simply copy it from there and paste it into this field. After successfully adding the API endpoint URL, the next option is payload type. And for this request, I am going to select JSON. I am choosing JSON because the PDF Monkey API accepts structured data, and JSON allows you to send all our Shopify order details in a proper key and value format within a single request. Next, we have wrap request in array. If you select yes, Pabbly Connect will wrap the complete request data inside an array. And if you select no, the data will be sent as the normal JSON object. For our current PDF generation request, I don't need to wrap the request in an array. So I am keeping it as no. Moving forward, we have the authentication section. Here you can configure the required authentication according to the API that you are using. After that, you will find options such as headers, parameters, and enable select transform. You can set this according to the requirements of your API request. For this setup, I am not making any unnecessary changes here. Now let's move to the most important part, which is data field. Here I am going to enter the required JSON data that we need to send to PDF Monkey for generating our receipt. And here I have successfully added the required JSON data. Now inside this JSON data, I need to map the response that we have received from our previous application, which is Shopify. Before doing it, let me quickly explain what you are seeing here. See, this JSON data contains multiple keys such as order number, order date, customer details, and all the other information that I want to display inside my PDF receipt. And instead of entering fixed values in front of these keys, I am going to map the actual order information that we have received from Shopify. But first you see that we have this document template ID, and in front of this we need to provide the template ID of the PDF Monkey template that we want to use. So for getting this ID, let's quickly go back to our PDF Monkey account and go inside the template section. See, I have already created this template before by the name of default receipt, and this complete receipt template has been designed using the required HTML, CSS and test data. Now you don't need to manually create all of these code by watching the screen. I have already created a complete documentation file for you where I have added the HTML code, CSS code, test data and even the screenshot of this receipt page so that you can directly copy the code from here and create this type of template. And not only this, the same JSON data that I am using here inside Pabbly Connect is also including in that documentation file. So you can go and simply check the documentation link provided in the description below and use the required code and JSON data while creating this workflow. Now from this PDF Monkey template, I am going to copy its template ID. Come back to Pabbly Connect and paste it in front of this document template ID field. After that, we need to map the remaining Shopify information. For doing the mapping, simply go to the value where you want to insert the dynamic data, enter the / command. Now select the previous application, which is Shopify, and here you will see all the order information that we captured earlier. First, I am going to map the order number. And see, the order number has been successfully mapped. In the same way, I'll map the order date from the response that I have received from this date and time formatter, means the formatted date. Here I have mapped. Moving forward in this customer name field, I'm doing the mapping of customer's full name, that is test user. After that, email address and almost every field that are present inside this data. Here I have mapped. Now why is this mapping so important? Because mapping makes our workflow dynamic. Whenever a new customer completes an order on Shopify, Pabbly Connect will automatically use that customer latest order details in these mapped field. So PDF Monkey can generate a different personalized PDF receipt for every new Shopify order without us manually changing the customer's information each time. Once all the required fields are mapped, we can send this data to PDF Monkey and generate our receipt. So for that, I'll click on the Save and Send Test Request button. See, I have received the positive response including the generated file in the PDF format. So this is how easily you can done this setup. Moving forward, I'm going to select my next action application is Pabbly Chatflow. Here I'm using Pabbly Chatflow for sending a message to the customers on WhatsApp. Pabbly Chatflow is an all-in-one WhatsApp automation tool that helps you to automate WhatsApp messages and responses 24/7 for your different type of businesses. After selecting the application, the app event I am selecting as send document message and clicking on this connect button. If you have an existing connection, then you will select this option. I'm going to add a new connection, so I'm selecting this one from here, and see, it is asking me for the API token. So for getting this token, you need to go towards your Pabbly Chatflow dashboard. See, this is the dashboard of Pabbly Chatflow. After that, for getting an API token, you need to click on the settings option and go inside this API and webhooks option, and here you can get your token. So copy it from here and paste it in this field. After pasting the API token, you need to click on the save button, and this is how easily you can connect your Pabbly Chatflow account with Pabbly Connect. Moving forward, in this recipient WhatsApp mobile number field, I'm going to do the mapping of the contact number that I have received from the Shopify response. Here I have mapped, and this document URL field, I'm going to do the mapping of the file that I have generated by using PDF Monkey. Here I have mapped. Moving forward, in this caption field, I'm going to enter the caption that I want to send to my customers with the receipt, just like this. See, here I have added, and I also want to make this message personalized for each of the customers. So for that, I am doing the mapping of the customer's full name after this hi, that is test user. Here I have mapped. Next in this field, I am doing the mapping of order number. that is 1531, and the amount paid, that is 1800. Here I have mapped. See, I entered this message content completely based on my choice. You can change it. Moving forward, these are not required fields, so I'm leaving these blank. But before clicking on the save and send test request button, I want you to know that the contact number I have mapped in this field is a dummy number, and sending a message to dummy contact number is not possible. So for that, I'm removing this mapping from here and going to enter my number manually, just only for the testing purpose. But you have to make sure that in this field you need to map the real contact number that you were received from your previous application. And one more thing, the number will include the country code without plus sign. After entering my number manually, I'll click on the save and send test request button. And see, I have received an error. You may also face these types of errors while creating your workflow. So let me quickly show you what went wrong here. The error says invalid media link. Source services did not return content length header for the media URL. In my case, this happened because I mistakenly mapped the wrong document URL inside this document URL field. While creating a workflow, you may receive multiple similar looking values from an application. So you need to be very careful while mapping the correct response. Even one required field is mapped incorrectly, that particular step may fail, just like what happened here. So in this document URL field, I need to map the public share link that we have received from our generated PDF. Let me select the correct public share link from here, and that's it. Now the correct URL has been mapped. Let's test this workflow one more time by clicking on the save and send test request button. And look at this. This time I have received a positive response, that is status as success and messages sent. Now I'll show you my WhatsApp account as well. See, immediately I received a payment receipt on my WhatsApp. And look at this receipt. It is fully personalized, means it includes my name as a test user, email address, phone number, total amount paid, and everything. And not only this, the message will also include my name as a test user. You can also give the name to your PDF file by doing the mapping of the file name from the previous application. See, here I have done. Again, I'm clicking on the save and send test request button, and see, I have received the positive response, immediately the message as well, and this time the file name will come as the same name of the product. So this is how easily you can create an automation by using Pabbly Connect. And I have clicked on the save and send test request button just for testing my workflow as it is working or not. You don't have to click on this button manually, you just have to click on the save button and the automation will occur automatically. And I have entered and mapped this content completely based on my choice. You can customize it. The steps are almost same. You need to understand the logic only. As we have successfully received the message and the receipt on our WhatsApp, this means that our action step is also working perfectly and our workflow is completed. After the completion of your workflow, you have to make sure that to enable this toggle. If you don't enable this toggle, then your workflow will become disabled and it will not work. So this is the easiest way to send WhatsApp PDF receipts after Shopify payment. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, then don't forget to like it and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lastly, a quick reminder about the coupon code MEHYT. Don't forget it while purchasing the Pabbly subscription and grab an exclusive offers. So this is all for today. I'll see you in the next video.
So not only this, you can do multiple integration of many applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, then you can email us at sales@pabbly.com. If you want to know the price details about Pabbly Connect, then you can visit www.pabbly.com/connect #pricing. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe our YouTube channel.